Hi, I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta from Norwalk Community College in Connecticut, and today I am going to be showing you how to make a gougere. It's a French cheese puff with Gruyere cheese. So let's go to the stoves. So what we have in the sauce pot is 8 ounces of milk, and in there goes 4 ounces of butter. So you can see it's quite a lot of butter. It's a rich dough. This is a unique dough because it's a cooked dough. We're going to season a little salt, a little white pepper, and I use white pepper because it doesn't show up in the sauce like a black pepper would. So when that comes to a boil, that's why I got a little head start on it, so the butter has to melt. We're going to be dumping in our flour all at once, and then we're going to be making a dough. We'll know it's ready when it leaves the side of the pot and it forms a ball. We don't want to boil it over. And let's get our flour all at once, okay? That's 6 ounces of flour. So we have 8 ounces of milk, 4 ounces of butter, 6 ounces of flour. Okay? And that should come together. Okay? Surprisingly, it doesn't lump. And we're going to cook it a little bit. Had an old Swiss chef tell me once, a good pat of choux, you stir vigorously, and you actually cook it a little bit. So the bottom of the pot should be a little tan, where the dough starts to kind of stick and brown. But you can see how this dough is leaving the side of the pot. Okay. You need 10 ounces of eggs. So I'm putting the pâte de choux in the mixer. Let it steam cool a little bit. I could spin it quick so I don't cook my eggs. And you can only add 1 or 2 at a time. Okay, it's got to incorporate. I'm going to spin it a little quicker. Make sure it gets in there without cooking. So it kind of reforms the dough. Add another one. Let it incorporate. Now don't add the next one until that egg is fully incorporated. There we go. So each grade A large egg is 2 ounces by weight, after you shell it, of course. So 10 ounces of eggs is 5 eggs. And that's pretty good because it's not falling down. Now I take my Gruyere cheese, shredded. Just ratio cooking. Just add as much to make it kind of cheesy, but you don't want to bog it down. If you think it'll take more, go ahead, put a little bit more in there. I want to add a little chive. Chive is nice. I'm going to take the pastry bag and put my hand like that and fit it over my hand like I'm ready to shake someone's hand. And there's my thumb, this is how you fill it. Make sure there's a shoulder or a collar around your hand. So get a good grip, because now you're going to take this and you're going to put it right there and you're going to scrape it on your thumb. And you want a good collar on your bag because otherwise you make a mess and it squeezes out of the top. So you don't want to get any kind of appareil on there. Now you could stabilize this bowl with a wet towel or in a pot, a sauce pot. I'm just kind of holding it with my other hand here. There it is. So now this is a pretty tight mixture, which is good. I don't have too much eggs. But my top is nice and clean. So I work it down, slide it down. So now I'm ready. Take my right hand, close it between my index and my thumb, squeeze it down. I don't want to squeeze it up the top, so I'm tightening it up, twisting it. Whoa, it's coming down. So now I'm going to go right onto the paper. Make balls. Now you're probably going to get a little cone. See how I got to cut it off? Make them all the same size. Also, when you squeeze, if you play a horn, a brass instrument, this will come easy. You hold it tight between your index and your thumb and you squeeze with your fingers. Not with this hand. This is just a steering wheel. This guides it. My left hand just guides it. See? I squeeze like this. I'll make them all the same size. And then get quick, cut them off. A little moisture on the knife from a damp towel is very helpful. I could see the strands of cheese. You don't want these little tops, these points. They're no good. You can actually get it down with a pastry brush when we egg wash them. We're going to egg wash these. Don't drip the egg wash all over the place, because what happens is the egg wash falls down to the bottom, especially at a 400-degree oven. It burns, and it burns the bottom of the puff. Okay, so we got these nice and egg wash. We're going to go hot oven, and we want them to puff up right away. That extreme heat will do that, and we want them to brown. Now they're very eggy and rich inside. We have to, at that point, once they're up, immediately put them into a 250-degree oven to continue drying out the center without continuing to brown them. That's important, okay? Because otherwise, if we didn't put them in the 250 oven and are very moist inside, they will fall. Now, what if you don't have two ovens to go from a 400-degree to a 250-degree oven? Very important. We do it all the time. Put your full batch in the 400-degree oven. Then, when you're ready to lower your oven, just open the door. And you lose a degree a second. So it doesn't take that long to cool down to 250. Just open the oven door and let the oven cool down. Leave them in there. And by the time that oven gets down to 250, then you close the oven door. I'm taking these out of the oven. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just make a little tomato filling here, a little chive, a little parsley, a little herb, a little salt, a little pepper. And all I'm going to do is cut these like 2/3, 1/3. In other words, the top is a little smaller. And because of that durum and the eggs, you have a beautiful yellow color. And a little bit of celery leaf in the center. And there you have a little tomato gougere hors d'oeuvre. I'm going to put one in my mouth and see how it is. It's a great hors d'oeuvre. You taste the cheese. It's like a little mini sandwich. I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta from Norwalk Community College. And remember, it's just good cooking.